Well, hi everybody, long time no see. I have been trying to film and my kids are being kids. So here I stand in the kitchen. I am actually making dinner and I used some dry canned potatoes as part of dinner because it's just kind of a throw together impromptu dinner. I've been so busy baking for customers for the holidays that I haven't really had time to stick to a meal plan, which shame on me because meal plans make everything easier. So I have been using these dry canned potatoes that I did and they've been wonderful. I don't even know how many pounds, honestly. These were on sale for 99 cents for 5 pounds and I bought a whole bunch with the intention of doing exactly what I'm doing, and that is dry canning. So I thought, well, I want to get a quick batch thrown in because I'm almost out. I've got a little bit of time between projects. We have a lot of baking yet to go tonight. It's going to be a long night. But I thought, well, I haven't filmed in a while, so how about I just bring you along for this process. So I'm simply peeling them, and I'm dropping them whole into cold water. And when I'm all done peeling them, when I've got a full tub, I will be cutting them into small cubes. And then it's almost, sometimes I'm like, man, I'm almost embarrassed. These things are so easy, but not everybody knows about this. I didn't, not until very recently, and oh my gosh, it's just a game changer to have dry canned potatoes because the texture is different. They fry up beautifully, like they stay really firm. So I'm gonna keep peeling these potatoes until I get my tub full, my 6-quart tub full. And I'll be cutting them up into cubes, and then we're gonna put them in jars and I'll show you what's next. So stay tuned, this one's a lot of fun. So now I am just cutting these potatoes into small squares. Last time I had made the squares a bit bigger, and there was nothing wrong with that, but I decided this time to go with smaller ones. My cutting board was in the dishwasher apparently, so just cutting on the plate, which I probably wouldn't do on a normal day. It's a little bit slippery, but it works. Okay, I finally got those done. I ended up peeling almost 15 pounds of potatoes, and I chopped them up real small and I put them in cold water. Some people soak these like 1 or 2 times to get the starch out for like an hour or so. I just put them into cold water and then I rinsed them with cold water. And now I'm just putting them in my wide mouth cold jars. And I'm going to do an inch of headspace. Now my last ones that I did, I cut them pretty big. These ones are pretty small. I just like the look of that better, and it's an inch of headspace, and this is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all the other ones filled up. Since it's a fast process, I'm not too worried about them turning brown. They will change color a little bit in the canning process. It's not horrible, but it does happen, and they also shrink down, which is kind of to be expected. I mean, they are cooked. But the amazing thing is they hold their texture so well that you can actually make fried potatoes, which is what I really like to do with them. I put them in some ghee or some lard and cook them up until they get nice and golden brown, and they crisp up so beautifully. And they're just a real treat. It's a really nice thing to do when you find potatoes on sale. You can go ahead, it takes some time. You know, the hardest part of canning is the prep work. It's just a fact. But once you get them done, you have some really good shelf-stable food that really around here doesn't last very long at all. See, so I'm just like rinsing off a little bit more just to get some of the starch out. I have it in the strainer this time because last time I did these, I just kept them in the tub. What happened is they stayed really wet and it kind of like made this weird coagulated layer, I don't know, starchy layer in the bottom of the jar. And I'm trying to avoid that a little bit this time. Now that I've done the process and seen how it works out, I have a better understanding of what to expect. This time around, I'm just doing 7 quarts. I'm getting out my small canner. I have a whole bunch of lefts that I make. If you saw my video, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm making a whole bunch. That's a real treat around here, and nobody likes to make them because, quite frankly, they're extraordinarily tedious. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is definitely the last year I will be doing this for customers, because I gotta be honest, I don't have the joy in my heart for that particular thing anymore, so I'm not gonna do it. I do love making people happy, but I have found that it doesn't make me very happy, and when I'm not very happy, it kind of reflects on all of us. So this mama is getting a little tired of the bacon grind. We might switch channels here at some point soon. I might be focusing a lot more on my channel and a lot less on retail sales, because yeah, I've been doing this game for a long time, and I'm a little bit tired, to be quite honest. And it's okay, you know, sometimes it's okay to admit you're tired, and it's time for a change of pace, and you know, that's just kind of how life goes sometimes. So I cut up like way too many potatoes here. I'll have to figure out something to do with the rest of these. I'm filling my jars up nice, and then I'm going to put all my lids on and get them in the canner, and they will process just like you would potatoes with water in them, but they're dry. They will cook in their own, there's enough moisture in here to cook them, and I'll put the time you process them on the screen, because right offhand I don't remember, and even if I do remember, I always like to double check my times. So I'm going to get lids on these. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to get lids on these and get them in the canner. They're cold potatoes, they're going in a cold canner, cold water. We'll bring them up to a boil real slow. That way I can can these while I'm working on another project. Okay, here they are. Aren't they gorgeous? We've been busy making lefse, and I may or may not have imbibed in too much rum, but you know what? It's a good night. So here's our beautiful potatoes, and you hear a laughing husband in the background, and that's okay, because we haven't done that in a long time. Anyway, y'all have a great night, and we will see you later.